My best friend asked me to date his sister for 1 week, and honestly, the second he said it, I thought he was joking. His name was Ethan, and we'd been best friends for almost 10 years. The kind of friendship where our families treated us like brothers, which is exactly why what he asked made absolutely no sense. One afternoon after school, Ethan pulled me aside and quietly said, "I need a favor." Normal. Then he added, "I need you to pretend to date my sister." Bruh. I genuinely laughed, because obviously he was kidding, except he wasn't at all. I remember staring at him and asking, why would I ever do that? Then Ethan rubbed his face and said, because she won't listen to anybody anymore. Her name was Ava, and honestly, nobody controlled Ava. Not her parents, not teachers, not even Ethan. The more people told her not to do something, the more determined she became to do it. Then Ethan finally explained. Ava had become obsessed with this guy. Older, charming, the kind of guy who somehow always said the perfect thing. Nobody trusted him, but Ava refused to listen. Then Ethan came up with a stupid idea. If Ava already had a boyfriend, maybe she'd finally stop talking to him. Brew! I immediately said no. Then Ethan looked at me and quietly said, please. And honestly, that was the first time I'd ever heard desperation in his voice. So somehow, I agreed. Worst mistake of my life, because Ava hated the plan immediately. The second Ethan explained it, she looked at me and said, I'd rather date a parking meter. Absolute emotional damage. So naturally, we became a couple, at least publicly. The first few days were awful. Fake dates, fake pictures, fake hand-holding, and honestly, Ava spent most of the time acting like I ruined her life. Then something weird started happening. The more time we spent together, the easier everything became. The arguments turned into jokes, the awkwardness disappeared, and somehow, Ava started talking to me about things she never told anybody else. Family problems, future plans, things that actually mattered. One night she even admitted, you're way easier to talk to than I expected. Brew! Highest compliment she'd ever given me. Then one afternoon I realized something. Ava hadn't mentioned the other guy in days. The plan worked. At least that's what I thought. Then everything completely fell apart because 1 week ended and Ethan called me. I expected him to say thank you. Instead he asked, so? I blinked. So what? Silence. Then Ethan laughed, not a happy laugh, the kind people make when they're nervous. Then he quietly said, you still haven't figured it out? My stomach instantly dropped. Figured out what? Then Ethan looked at me for a long second before saying, there was never another guy. Silence. Real silence. Because suddenly nothing made sense. I asked what he meant. Then Ethan smiled and quietly admitted the truth. There was no online guy, no dangerous guy, no creepy older guy, nothing. The entire story was fake. Brah. I genuinely thought he'd lost his mind. Then he said something that completely destroyed me. Ava's liked you for almost 2 years. Silence. Then he added, and she was too stubborn to tell you. Apparently Ethan got tired of listening to his sister talk about me. Tired of watching her pretend she didn't care. Tired of watching both of us act blind. So he invented the whole thing. The favor, the fake relationship, everything. Then suddenly, every weird moment replayed differently inside my head. The jealousy, the nervousness, the way Ava always looked disappointed whenever I called us fake. Everything. Then that night, I drove to Ava's house. She opened the door, looked at my face, and immediately knew. Bria. For a second, neither of us spoke. Then I quietly asked, was any of it fake? Silence. Long silence. Then Ava looked down and laughed nervously, and softly said, the first day. Pause. And she smiled. Maybe the second day, too. And honestly, I think the most dangerous fake relationships are the ones where everybody knows the truth, except the two people inside them.